I'm sure you've heard the news. Trump's tariffs are back and turning up the heat worldwide. But what does that really mean for you, your wallet, and the global economy? Let's break it down because this isn't just another headline. It's a seismic shift that's sending shockwaves through every corner of the planet. Whether you're a business owner, a worker, or just someone who likes to shop for the latest gadgets, these tariffs are about to touch your life in ways you might not expect. Imports just got pricier for everyone from Brazil to Vietnam. Picture this. Every time a ship docks with goods from overseas, there's now a bigger bill to pay. That extra cost doesn't just vanish. It gets passed along the chain, from importers to retailers, and finally to you, the consumer. So, whether you're buying a new phone, a pair of sneakers, or even groceries, you could be paying more no matter where you live. So, who wins, who loses, and why does it matter for you? Let's find out. Trump has just unleashed a fresh wave of tariffs on imports from over 60 countries. Think Mexico, India, Brazil, even Canada. These aren't just random nations, they're some of America's biggest trading partners, supplying everything from cars and electronics to clothing and food. The ripple effects are massive, touching industries and households across the globe. Average import taxes are now at a century high, up to 20% for most goods, and a jaw-dropping 100% on foreign-made computer chips. That's right, the cost of bringing in products from abroad has skyrocketed, and it's not just luxury items. Everyday essentials, tech gadgets, and even the parts that go into making American products are all affected. For context, tariffs haven't been this high since the 1930s during the Great Depression, when trade wars made a bad situation even worse. That's not a typo. 100%. Imagine doubling the price of a crucial component overnight. For tech companies, this is a nightmare scenario. Computer chips power everything from your smartphone to your car, and when their prices soar, so does the cost of the final product. It's a domino effect that could slow down innovation, delay product launches, and make the latest technology even more expensive for everyone. So why now? Trump says it's about protecting American workers and winning back manufacturing. The idea is simple. Make imported goods more expensive, and suddenly American-made products look like a better deal. Factories could see more orders, and jobs might come back to towns that have struggled for decades. It's a bold promise, tapping into the hopes of millions who want to see the U.S. reclaim its industrial might. The White House claims these tariffs will bring in billions every month and punish countries they say have been cheating the U.S. on trade. Supporters argue that this tough stance is long overdue, and that America has been taken advantage of for too long. They see tariffs as a way to level the playing field, force other countries to play fair, and fill government coffers with much-needed revenue. But here's the twist. Tariffs are a tax paid by American importers. Yep, not foreign governments. That's a detail that often gets lost in the political noise. When a tariff is slapped on a product, it's the U.S. company bringing it in that pays the extra fee, not the overseas manufacturer. And guess what? Those companies usually pass the cost on to you, the customer, in the form of higher prices. That means you could see higher prices on everything from sneakers to smartphones. Even if you don't buy imported goods directly, the effects trickle down. Retailers, restaurants, and service providers all feel the pinch, and they adjust their prices to stay afloat. Inflation could creep up, making it harder for families to stretch their budgets. For many, it's a hidden tax that shows up at the checkout counter. Companies like Toyota and Nike already bracing for big hits. These global giants rely on complex supply chains that crisscross the world. When tariffs disrupt those chains, costs go up, profits go down, and tough decisions have to be made. Some companies might move production to other countries, cut jobs, or even pull out of the U.S. market altogether. It's a high-stakes game, and the outcome is anything but certain. Meanwhile, exporters in places like Vietnam and India are scrambling, some losing key contracts overnight. For these countries, the U.S. is a major customer, and when tariffs hit, orders dry up fast. Factories may shut down, workers could lose their jobs, and entire communities might suffer. It's a stark reminder that trade isn't just about numbers, it's about real people whose livelihoods hang in the balance. Global leaders are fuming. China calls this provocative, and the EU hints at a trade war sequel. The world's biggest economies are now on edge, with threats of retaliation and counter-tariffs flying back and forth. If things escalate, we could see a full-blown trade war, with even more barriers, higher prices, and slower economic growth. It's a dangerous game of brinkmanship, and nobody knows where it will end. So, will Trump's tariff tsunami protect jobs or splash us all with higher bills? The answer isn't simple. Some industries might benefit, at least in the short term, as domestic production ramps up. But for most Americans, the risk of higher prices and economic uncertainty looms large. Economists warn that trade wars rarely have clear winners, and the pain often spreads far beyond the intended targets. Hit subscribe and let's ride this economic roller coaster together. As the story unfolds, we'll keep you updated on who's winning, who's losing, and how it all affects you. Whether you're cheering for more American jobs or worried about your next shopping trip, one thing's for sure. Trump's tariff tsunami is making waves, and we're all along for the ride. Stay tuned for more insights, expert interviews, and real stories from people on the front lines of this global shakeup.